Hi there, new to Ukers. It's getting exciting. In this video, we are going to work on an F chord and a C chord. We're going to put a strum with it, and we're going to switch between those chords and do it with timing, so it's getting real. You need to have your ukulele in tune. You need to know how to hold it, how to strum it. You need to know how to read a chord diagram. So if you don't know those things, take a look at the links down below. Do those videos first and then come on back and we'll put it all together. All right, an F chord. We have the diagram here. Take a look at that. Let me break it down how you do it. You're going to be taking your index finger and you are going to be putting it in the space above the first fret. We say that you're putting it in the first fret, but it's nice and rounded. And then you're going to be taking your middle finger and reaching all the way over to your G string and putting it in that second space, or as we say, second fret. And when it's all put together and you do a thumb strum, it sounds like that. Notice how each string rings clearly. If you're not getting that, here are some tips. One, you might not be putting enough muscle to it. I'll give you an example. Did you hear a little twang there? That's because I'm not putting enough strength behind my fingers. So that can be remedied with just putting a little more muscle. You don't have to do a death grip, but you got to put a little bit more. The second and probably more common problem that I see is that you're not curving your fingers enough. And you've got to curve that finger enough, particularly here on this index finger, so it doesn't hit that A string. If it hits the A string, here's what it would sound like, just like that. If you hit the A string, you get a plunk because it's muted. So both fingers down should sound like this. Check it out. Make sure that you've got a nice, clear, ringing sound. I would recommend practicing this for about 5 minutes and then moving on. Next chord, a C. C is easier. You're going to be using your ring finger and depressing right there in what we call the third fret. It's right above the third fret. Like that. It's easier. Less likely that you're going to be muting things because there's nothing for a lazy finger to fall down on to mute. So just make sure you're pressing nice and firmly to get that C sound come out beautifully. All right, let's go back to that F. Let's go to the C. Think about it. Are you ready? Go back to the F. Get your fingers in place. Are you ready? Play it. Go to the C. Now, we are going to take a strum. We're just going to do down strums with our index finger, kind of like we're holding a pick, like we talked about in the strumming video. What we're going to do is we are going to strum F 4 times. We're going to rest for 4 beats. We're going to move to C and play it for 4 beats. Rest for 4, go back to F, and we're going to cycle this for about a minute. So here we go, getting ready, and 1, 2, start on F. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest and switch to C. C, 2, 3, 4, rest and switch to F. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest and switch to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest and switch to F. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest and switch to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest and switch to F. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest and switch to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest and switch to F. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I hope that worked well for you. Congratulations, new to Ukers. that is the first step to becoming a full-fledged ukulele player. Great job. Feel free to review that section over and over again. I've got a link down below that'll allow you to just recycle that so you can practice with me, making sure that you've got the timing, because timing's everything. Let's make it a little harder this time. It'll be another minute session, except for this time there will only be 2 beats of rest in between. So 4F, 2 beats of rest, 4C, 2 beats of rest, 4F, and we're going to do that for about a minute now again. So make sure you've got that F sounding nicely. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch to C, 2, 3, 4, switch to F, 2, 3, 4, switch to C, 2, 3, 4, switch to Very good. If you need more practice with this, I'm not telling anybody. Go ahead and rewind it. Get to where you're feeling, 85, 90% confident before you move on. And when you're ready to move on, I've got the next challenge for you. Let's make it a little bit harder. This time, I'll bet you can guess what's happening. The rest is getting shortened to 1 beat rest. So we're going to do 4F, 1 beat of rest, 4C, 1 beat of rest, go back 4F. You know the drill. We'll do this for about a minute. Get your F ready. Make sure it sounds nice. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, begin. F, 2, 3, 4, switch. C, 2, 3, 4, switch. F, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. That ends another little micro practice session. Rewind it, do it till your muscles, you don't even have to think with this muscle here. These muscles here, they know exactly where to go. And then we'll take on the next challenge. Ready for the next challenge? I hope you're ready to accept this challenge, because this is like what you do when you play. No rests in between. 4 Fs, 4 Cs, no rest in between. Keep recycling that. We'll do it for about a minute. Get that F planted. Give it a thumb strum. Make sure it sounds beautiful. Let's go. 1, 2, here we go. F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. last. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Practice this as often as you need in preparation for our next unit, which is putting this all together with singing and the cowboy strum. I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, keep a smile on your face, play the ukulele.